Get more at weather.com or AOL keyword weather.
Now, from the Weather Channel, here's your local on the 8s. Currently, the temperature is 26 degrees with light snow. Your forecast. Your extended forecast.
You're watching the Weather Channel. Live by it.
Around the country today, we have a cold air mass coming down from Canada. Some of that cold air all the way back over the northeast, where we're looking at a significant snowstorm. Details coming up next.
Pull out the winter boots. The snow is falling heavily in New York City, and it's not going to quit for a little while. When it's over, you could be trekking through 6 to 8 inches of snow before all is said and done. Hello and welcome to Weather Center. I'm Janetta Jones.
I'm Rich Johnson. We're continuing to watch the snow move up the eastern seaboard. And with the latest on the storm, we're going to head over to our expert, Paul Cosin, with the latest.
Well, officially, New York City now has about 5 inches of snow on the ground. Snow is still coming down very heavily. That should continue for another hour, hour and a half, and then we'll see the snow begin to lighten up and taper off. It's associated with the last vestiges of our storm system, now located out over the Atlantic Ocean. It's intensifying rapidly, moving out towards the northeast. Hasn't made a turn up the coast, so it looks like the northern edge of the snow is going to be right just to the south of Boston, Massachusetts, hugging the southern New England coastline with very similar amounts of snowfall that we've seen across much of the rest of the mid-Atlantic states of generally 5 to 9 inches. We'll see those totals in New York City, generally about 6, 7, or 8 inches, and the same amounts we'll see across Long Island and southern New England. We're expecting on the order of about 3 or 4 inches in the Boston area and not too much in the Albany area. That's north of the storm system. Right now the storm has a central pressure about 998 millibars. That's lowering. That's pretty good for an East Coast storm, but we've seen much, much lower. So this is more of a moderate snowstorm. Haven't seen many amounts greater than 10 inches. Matter of fact, at present, haven't even seen any amounts greater than 10 inches, but there could be a few from New Jersey and Long Island across southern New Jersey. Here with the white representing the snow, we can see the snow, the western edge of it moving fairly rapidly towards the east, but we are noticing a little bit of back building, which is why the snow isn't ending as rapidly as we could expect in portions of the Philadelphia metropolitan area, and will probably do the same in New York. The back edge will come in quickly, but then there'll still be some more light snow developing in the end. But the snow will be ending by early this evening, later this evening in the Boston metropolitan area. If we take a look at the Boston radar, we can see the bright whites represent some of the heavier snows, having a tough time getting north of the Connecticut-Massachusetts border. May make it into Boston, that's about it. Most of the heaviest snows will be staying primarily across Connecticut, Rhode Island, and southeastern Massachusetts. Taking a look at the NEXRAD radars, which don't indicate the whitest snow, but everything is snowfall here, but at least we can see the intensity of the snowfall on here. Most of the dark greens represent the heavy snows. Those will continue over the next several hours. Hartford to Providence, some of that heavier snow making it into Boston and just to their south. We'll be following it. Let's turn it back to Rich.
All right, thank you, Paul. That's Paul Kosin, our winter weather expert. Still the heavy snow around New York City, as Paul was mentioning, tapering down the next hour or two from the heavy to more like moderate or lighter snow. By tomorrow, the storm is away and the snow will have ended. Still some light flurries with the next trough coming in, back over to western and upstate New York, though. Tomorrow does promise to be nicer, although it will be chilly in the 30s, and we'll finally get a little sunshine, too, with your Friday. That's a look at the Northeast. Now let's check out our situation in the South.
The South much better today. Ice yesterday throughout the Carolinas. 1 million people without power today in the Carolinas. Well, now things are warming up, and so we're getting that meltdown. Hopefully power is being restored to a lot of locations. And we still have some spritzes of rain in South Georgia. As the low continues to move eastward, we'll expect more scattered showers across parts of Florida, too. Hey, by the way, south of the front, that's where you've got the warm weather. North of it, that's where the cooler temperatures have remained, but it is warmer than it was yesterday in places like Atlanta. Now, your forecast calls for the potential for more showers, possibly some strong thunderstorms today in Florida. That's going to continue tomorrow a little farther to the south. And look at these temperatures we're forecasting. Wow, is it going to be much warmer? So, of course, that meltdown will persist. What's going on a little farther to the north in the Midwest? Here's Rich.
It's a cold day in the Midwest. Just a little bit of snow falling toward the Great Lakes today, but really the story is the cold weather. Look at the temperatures here, below average. 21, it's finally made it into the 20s in the Twin Cities and Sioux Falls. 22 in Chicago, Detroit in the 20s. Above freezing for you in Indianapolis at 33. Although we do have some sunshine now coming in across the plains. Here's the radar picture. A touch of light snow. Could be some minor accumulations where we're getting some of that moisture coming off of Lake Michigan, Lake Superior. Also the trough, low pressure causing the snow too. By tomorrow, we expect a warming trend. It's 22 right now in Chicago. Tomorrow maybe about 10 degrees warmer. Near 50 though, Omaha and Kansas City. Now let's check out our western weather with Janetta.
In the west, hey, things are looking pretty quiet and nice, but we've got a couple of storms that are brewing and we'll be moving on in. Now, series of storm systems moving in, kind of fast-paced, so expect the first one to hit California tomorrow, and eventually it will spread some snow into the Intermountain West this weekend. So, yes, it's quiet today, but that's not going to be the case as we get into the weekend and next week. Right now, high pressure in control for that rush hour commute. We get into tomorrow morning, hey, still looking pretty good, but we think tomorrow afternoon we could see some rain into parts of California, so get ready for that. You do need the rain, no doubt about it. Of course, we're still concerned about the snow that has been heavy at times across the Northeast. We'll be monitoring that for you throughout the evening.
That's right. We'll keep an update on the big snow around New York City, and obviously that's impacting air travel and driving on the roadways. Janetta has the travel-wise in a second if you're local in the 8s.
Stay with us.
This program was brought to you by Sensodyne toothpaste. Sensodyne helps stop the pain of sensitive teeth.
People with sensitive teeth have something new to shout about.
This new Sensodyne tastes fresh.
Introducing Sensodyne Fresh Impact. Now, the toothpaste dentists recommend using every day to stop pain also keeps breath feeling fresh for hours. New Sensodyne Fresh Impact.
Attention homeowners, mortgage interest rates have changed. If you still haven't refinanced your old higher interest mortgage to a new lower fixed rate, or if you want to cash out some equity, now may be a great time to lock in a new low fixed rate from Ditech.com.